Hey, it's Sadie, and today we've got another speed paint. Hope you enjoy. A couple days ago, I came across this Draw This in Your Style challenge hosted by Tom Drawer on Instagram and thought it was really cool and right up my alley. If you don't know what a Draw This in Your Style is, basically the idea is that a host will post a drawing they've made and challenge people to reproduce that artwork but in their own art style. They can be a really fun way to combat art block, explore subjects you typically don't draw, and also learn a bunch about stylization and what makes people's art styles unique. Before I decided if I really wanted to give this challenge a shot, I wanted to do a little exploration first by sketching on paper and seeing if I liked the result. I thought it was worth going forward, so I took a picture of the sketch and transferred it onto a digital canvas in Procreate. The little blob of colors you see on the top left is a rough idea of what I wanted my color palette to look like. When I'm thinking of working with a bunch of different colors instead of sticking to something simpler, I find it really helpful to do this little brainstorming blob to see if the colors I'm thinking about actually go together or not. Before going crazy with the colors, I started laying down some simple flat colors that more or less reflected the original artwork. Then when I started getting a better idea of where I wanted to go with the color organization, I started layering over those colors. I thought it would be interesting to see the bright yellow of her hair be pulled in different color directions. The bright outlines on either side of her hair silhouette are me planning the sort of abstract, colorful lighting that would allow me to do this. I went with pink on the right side and blue on the left, and as you can see, I extended these color variations to her clothing as well. I thought this lighting would be a great way to add some more complexity without changing much of the actual design, since her jacket and hat are both the same solid color. Also, as you can see, the color palette blob is still there. At this point, I had already laid down the colors I wanted to use in the canvas, so I really didn't need it there for its function anymore, but I thought it actually looked kind of cool, so I decided to include it in the final piece. What you're seeing right now is me playing around with different layer settings. Basically, on top of all the layers I was drawing on, I was experimenting with solid color layers and changing the settings around to multiply, overlay, anything I could find really, and seeing if I liked any of the effects. In the end, I left a multiply layer and then erased the darkness in this one diagonal strip to create some more variety and value. At this point, I still felt like there was something missing from the piece. I thought it might be cool to add some abstract shapes inspired by the curves of the ramen noodles / hair and see what would happen. I decided to mirror the colors of these abstract curves in her hair to create more of a harmonious feel, so that's what the little rectangles are. After that, I started feeling like the face wasn't as expressive as I wanted it to be, so I decided to exaggerate her expression by enlarging the eyes and giving them more of this semicircle shape. Then I added the finishing touches to the piece by adding the band-aid she has on in the original artwork, adding some more funky, colorful lines, and finishing up the little egg dude who's an original character by the host of the challenge. Overall, I seriously had a super fun time working on this piece. I don't create finished, fully colored drawings in more cartoony styles very often, so it was cool having this excuse to give it a try, and honestly, it's something I want to explore more in the future. Here are my drawing and the original artwork side by side to compare. I'm so happy I came across this account while looking for a Draw This in Your Style challenge. Tom has a super cool and unique art style, and I totally recommend you check it out. Huge thank you to Tom for hosting this challenge, and thank you to you guys for watching. Hope I see you in the next video.